Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Swarasvate Deve Gauravani Pracharya Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vishnavibhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivastava. Hare Krishna. Shokol. Welcome everyone. So today we are studying Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 4, text 14 onwards. So till now we have seen the sages asked various questions about Bhagavatam, about Parikshit Maharaj, about Shukdev Goswami and their meeting. So now Suta Goswami will start answering from this verse about the first question. What was the question one? Question one was about Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam. When, where, kasmin, kutaha, how and on whose inspiration did Vyasdev compile Srimad Bhagavatam? Okay. So Suta Goswami will start answering that from here. From text 14. Question 1. Actually, from text 14 onwards till 1.7.11, this will be answered, this episode of Vyasdev and Narad Muni. Suta uvacha Dvapare samanuprapte tritiye yuga paryaye jatah parasharad yogi vasavyam kalaya harehe. Suta Goswami said, when the second millennium overlapped the third, the great sage Vyasdeva was born to Parashara in the womb of Satyavati, the daughter of Vasu, Uparichar Vasu. So when the second millennium overlapped with the third, that's the point. Yuga Paryay, Treta and Dwapar, when it overlapped, the ending of that, it's called Yuga Sandhi. That time period, Sandhi, like we call Sandhya Vela, Sandhya Kal. Evening is called Sandhya. Trisandhya, we chant Gayatri. Remember Guru. Trisandhya is actually like in the morning also. Morning is can be called also Sandhya, like early morning, that period when we chant Gayatri. Then midday, changing of time. All yugas are divided into three parts. Beginning or Sandhya Rupa. Beginning portion of a yoga, like for example, Treta Yoga. Beginning portion of that is 10%. Middle or Yuga Rupa is 80%, and end or Sandhyamsha Rupa is 10%. So the Sandhyamsha of Treta Yoga and Sandhya Rupa of Dwapar Yoga, when it matched, last 10% overlapped. That was the time that is being referred here. So the chronological order of the four millenniums, namely Satya, Dwapar, Treta, and Kali. You see, Satya, then should come Treta, na? But here he is putting Satya, Dwapara, and then Treta, and then Kali. Dwa, Sanskrit Dvi. Dvi or Dve means two. And three is three. So first Satya, and then second is Dvi, Dwapara. And Treta is three, third Treta. And Kali is fourth. That's the general system. Satya, Dwapar, Treta, and Kali. Sattva, Dwapar, Treta, Kali. Dwapar is the second yuga, Treta is the third yuga. But only in this particular Chatur Yuga, it interchanged. Like Dwapara came later, Treta went first. Why so? Because this is the time, this is the 28th. This current Chaturyuga is the 28th Chaturyuga of this current day of Brahma. In every day of Brahma, 28th, there are 1000 Chaturyugas in one day of Brahma. Out of this 1000 Chaturyugas, the 28th Chaturyuga is very special. In that Chaturyuga, Lord Ram comes and Krishna also comes. So in this Chaturyuga, Krishna is supposed to come in Dwapara, Ram comes in Treta. So if Dwapar comes first and Krishna comes before Ram, how does it like? So the first time is that Ramchandra comes first and then comes Krishna in Dwapara. So and that's why that yoga millennium interchanges that position. It becomes Sattva Treta Dwapar Kali. In Vaivasvata Manu, that too in Vaivasvata Manu, Ashtavinshati. Hmm. So yeah, like that, that's the point. Sandhyamsha and all. Vasavyam. Vasavyam. She was Vasabhyam in the womb of the daughter of Basu, Upadichar Basu. And this, details about that can be found in reference we get in S. Bhagavatam. No, not Mahabharatam, Mahabharat. Mahabharat Adi Parva. Adi Parva, chapter 63. Okay, details can be there. Harehe Kalaya. Kalaya Harehe. In the plenary portion, personality of Godhead. For that also you get more reference in Shanti Parva. Chapter 349. There you will get further reference for that. But the history of Vyasa's birth. Now in text 15, meditation on Vyasdev. Sakadachit saraswatya upasprisya jalam shuchihi vivikta eka asina udite ravi mandale. Once upon a time, he, Vyasdeva, as the sun rose, took his morning ablution in the waters of the Saraswati and sat alone to concentrate. The river Saraswati is flowing in the Vedarika Ashrama area of the Himalayas. So the place indicated here is Shamya Prasa in Vedarika Ashram, where Shri Vyasdev is residing. So once upon a time, Vyasdev, as the sun rose, means it was sunrose, it was a time of sunrise, morning. He took birth early in the morning in river Saraswati and set for his evolution, his dhyana. Saraswati Nadi is in Himalaya. Now, in text 16 to 18, he talks about how Vyasdeva saw Dharma Viparyayaha. 15 to 16 talks about anomalies. So, yeah, actually 16 to 18, he saw vision of anomalies that would appear in Kali Yuga due to influence of time, degraded qualities of the Kali Yuga populace. Paravaragya sahrishihi kalena vyaptaram hasa yuga dharma vyatikaram praptam bhubi yuge. Praptam bhubi yuge. So, the great sage Vyasadeva saw anomalies in the millennium. This happens on the earth in different ages due to unseen forces in the course of time. Due to unseen forces in the course of time, it happens. Yuga Pariyaya. So, what all he saw? 17 to 18. भौतिकानां च भावानां शक्तिरासं च तत्कृतम् अश्रद्धानां निःसत्त्वां दूर्मेधां रसितायुषः दुर्भगांश्च जनान् वीक्ष्य मुनिर्दिव्येन चक्षुषा सर्ववर्णाश्रमाणां श्रमाणां यद् दद्यो हितममोघधृक्. The great sage who was fully equipped in knowledge could see through his transcendental vision the deterioration of everything material due to the influence of the age. He could also see that the faithless people in general would be reduced in duration of life and would be impatient due to lack of goodness. Thus, he contemplated for the welfare of man in all statuses and orders of life. So, the great sage, what all he saw? Shakti Rasam. Shakti Rasam. Deterioration of natural power. Ashraddha Dhanam. Faithless. People became faithless. First of all, they lost their power, natural power. Shakti Rasam. Then lost their natural power, lost their faith. Durmedham. Durmedhan. And became Nissatvan. Impatient due to the want of mode of goodness. And Rishita Rasita Ayuhu, duration of life, lost duration of life, Durbhagan, so unlucky. So unlucky, Durbhagan. Tatkritam. Bhutikanam cha bhavanam shaktirasam tatkritam. Shaktirasam cha tatkritam. Ashraddha nanam nisvatvan. Rasitayu Shadurbhagan. Janan Viksha Munihi Divyena Chakshusha Sarva. All the status in order of life, Varnash. Sarva Varnashramanam Yadho Hitamumo Hridrik. He saw that how these people in Kali Yuga became like this. Prapti Bhugi Yugi Yuge. So that was the condition of Kali Yuga that he saw. Vyasdev could see all these things. The Jyotish, astrology. Prabhupada says here that astrologers can see the future, what will happen. Due to want of so many necessities of life, people naturally the duration of life is reduced, the memory is short, intelligence is meager, mutual dealings are full of hypocrisy and so on. The great sage Vyasadeva could see this by his transcendental vision. As an astrologer can see the future fate of man. Astrologers can see that. Vyasadeva could see different things. All are Durbhaga in Kali Yuga. And the great sages like Vyasa, Narada, Madhvacharya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, they are like great benefactor of Kali Yuga. Those greatest philanthropists, the greatest philanthropists are those transcendentalists. who represent the mission of them. Vyasa, Narada, Madhvacharya, Chaitanya, Rupa Goswami, Saraswati Thakur. Okay. So now in text 19 talks about how he divided the Vedas. Vyasadevas division of Vedas, the scriptures. Chaturhotram karma shuddham prajanam viksha vaidikam vyadadhad yagya santatyai vedamekam chaturvidham. Chaturhotram karma shuddham. Chaturhotram. He saw that the sacrifices mentioned in the Vedas, four Vedas, were means by which the people's occupations could be purified. And to simplify the process, he divided the one Veda into four in order to expand them among man. He divided them into four Vedas. So actually, earlier there was only one Veda. Formerly, only one, the Veda name was Yajud Veda. And the four divisions of sacrifices were specially mentioned there. Later, Vyasadeva divided them into four Vedas, namely Rik, Yaju, Shah, Sama, and Atharva. He did a thematic compilation. These are the Puranas, the Mahabharata, Samhitas, etc. Thematic compilation he did there. The Puran and Mahabharata and Samhitas, there are Puranas, Mahabharata, Samhitas, which are known as the fifth Veda. They are known as fifth Veda. Puranas, Mahabharata, Samhita. Sometimes Mahabharata is called fifth Veda, or Puranas are called fifth Veda. Sometimes Ayurveda is called fifth Veda, different ways. As such, the Puranas, Mahabharata are made from related historical facts which explain the teachings of four Vedas. So Shruti and Smriti, Vedas are called Shruti and the Puranas, Itihasas are called Smriti. Shruti means that directly came from Supreme Lord, and Smriti means which the Acharyas, the Rishis, they consolidated, they studied the Vedas, the Shruti, and then they nicely summarized them and gave us as Shrutis, as Smritis. So there are some group of people like Arya Samaj and all, they don't accept, who don't accept Smriti, Puranas. They say only will take Shruti only. Shruti is the only thing. They don't accept Puranas or Smriti. The Prabhupada said that they are like lower class of people. Those who don't accept Smriti and Puranas, Parampara, they don't accept Parampara. Jiva Goswami said, explain in Sandarbhas, that rather for us in Kali Yuga, Smritis are more relevant. Puranas are more relevant than even Shrutis also, because Shrutis are difficult to understand. The Vedas, Vedic texts, and Upanishads are really difficult to understand, find out the meaning. Because one of the nature of those Vedas and Upanishads, the texts are that they are indirect, not direct. They will indirectly say. Indirectly say. For example, maybe father might tell the son. Father and son are talking. So father can tell the son, oh, I have brought a gift for you. Direct meaning is father can tell the son, oh, my dear son, here is a gift, here is a mobile phone, smartphone I have, or here is a pen that I have brought this as a gift for you. Take this gift from me. So that's directly saying. But the other way of saying is that father came to home and then he didn't tell directly to the son, but he told loudly that, oh, today I am so happy for my son, and I have brought a gift for my son, and here is this. He told, his son is in front of him. His son is in front of him, and he can tell his son directly, okay, my dear son, take his gift. It's direct meaning. But then otherwise, oh, I have bought a gift for my son. That's another way, another way of saying. Instead of directly saying, I bought a gift for son. And Lord likes that sometimes, like in 11th canto, it's a Paroksha Vada. Krishna likes that. So the Vedas and Upanishad, they say it indirectly. Paraksha. That's one thing. That's why it's confusing to us. Who is the Supreme Lord? Om Brahmane Namaha Paramatmane. Who is the Paramatma? Confusing. Oh, Brahmana. Krishna's name directly. Oh, why is not Krishna's name directly not mentioned? Like Bhagavatam, we studied Krishna's to Bhagavan Swayam directly, clearly. Conclusion will be Krishna's to Krishna, Supreme Personality of Godhead. But Veda Upanishad will not say like this. They will say, oh, that Brahman, Brahman is like, even Bhagavan word also they will not mention there in Vedas and Upanishads. One thing is that it's attracting all inclusive, attracting all kind of transcendentalists, impersonalists, personalists, Mayavadis and Vaishnavas, all. They are including all. So that's why Upanishads and Vedas, they are common Shastra, Vedic Shastra. Someone was saying that Upanishads and Vedas, even Bhagavad Gita also. So Bhagavad Gita is on that level of Upanishads and Vedas. So Saraswati Thakur was saying that this is Shishu Vidya, like primary school knowledge, LKG education, Shishu Vidya. And then higher knowledge is Bhagavatam and all, Puranas and Bhagavatam, ultimate, and Chaitanya Charitamrita. So someone was saying that like the Gita and Upanishad, they are like Vedic Grantha. They are Vedic Grantha. Bhagavatam is Vaishnava Grantha. And Chaitanya Charitamrita is Gauriya Grantha, Gauriya Vaishnava Grantha. So yeah, Bhagavad Gita, Vedas, Upanishad, they are accepted by all the Vedantists, all the Vedic people. Karmi, Jnani, Yogi, Mayavadi, impersonal, everybody except Veda, everybody except the read Upanishad and Vedas. But Vaishnavas specifically they read Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam is read by Vaishnavas mainly. Impersonalists and Mayavadis will not read Bhagavatam. Bhagavata is read by Vaishnavas and all Vaishnavas, even Sri Vaishnavas and Madhva Sampradaya, even our Gaudiya, everybody read, all the Vaishnavas read Bhagavatam. But Chaitanya Charitamrita is accepted mainly by Gaudiya Vaishnavas. Even Sri Sampradaya and others, they will not like read Chaitanya Charitamrita, they have other things. So Chaitanya Charitamrita is Gaudiya Vaishnava specifically, it's all inclusive, it's all exclusive for Gaudiya Vaishnavas. Now, 5 Vedas, Pancha Vedas. Rig Yaju Samathar Vakya Vedaschatvat Udhritaha Itihaso Purananam Puranam Cha Panchamo Veda Uchyate. The 4 divisions of the original source of knowledge, the Vedas, are made separately, but the historical facts and authentic stories mentioned in the Puranas are called the 5th Veda. They are called the 5th Veda. 4 divisions, original sources of knowledge, everything. Now, Tatragvedadharah Pailah Samago Jaimini Kavihi Vaishampayana Eveka Nishnato Yajusha Shamuta. Veda is, after the Vedas were divided into 4 divisions, Paila Rishi became the professor of the Rig Veda, Jaimini the professor of the Sama Veda, and Vaishampayana alone became glorified by the Yajur Veda. Vaishampayana alone became glorified by the Yajur Veda, professor of Yajur Veda. The different Vedas are entrusted to different learned scholars for development in various ways. Atharvangi Rasamasi Sumantur Daruno Munihi Itihasa Purananam Pitame Maharshanaha. The Sumanto Muni Angira, who was very devotedly engaged, was entrusted with the Atharva Veda, and my father Maharshana was entrusted with the Puranas and historical records. So Shruti Mantras, also it is stated that Angira Muni, who strictly followed the rigid principles of the Atharva Vedas, who was the leader of the followers of Atharva Veda. Rig Ved, Paila Rishi, Sam Ved, Jaimini, Yajurved, Vaishampayan, Atharva Ved, Sumantu Muni Angira, and Puranas Romaharshana. So it's like a thematic compilation. You see Bhagavatam, similar reference in 12, Canto 12, chapter 6 to 7, for the details of the cyclic succession of Vedas. Specifically 12.6.50. If we read that 12.6.50. Hmm. Shri Vyasdev separated the mantras of the Rig, Atharva, Yajur, and Samavedas into 4 divisions, just as one sorts out a mixed collection of jewels into piles. Thus, he composed 4 distinct Vedic Puranas. When Lord Brahma first spoke the 4 Vedas with his 4 mouths, the mantras were mixed together like an unsorted collection of various types of jewels. Srila Vyasdev sorted the Vedic mantras into 4 divisions, Samhitas, which thus became the recognized Rig, Atharva, Yajur, and Sam Vedas. To enter this chapter 6 and 7, Maharaj Prakshit passes away in Puranic literatures. He will find lots of things. There Puranic literature, different things, all sort of things are there. Now in text 23, how it came down through parampara. Ta etarishayo vedam swam swam vyasanyane kadha shishyai prashishyai tat shishyed vedaste shakhino bhavan. All these learned scholars in their turn rendered their entrusted Vedas unto their many disciples. Okay, shishyai prashishyai tat shishyai shishyai prashishyai tat shishyed came through down through parampara. And thus the respective branches of the followers of the Vedas came into being. Vedas te Shakhino Bhavan. Te Shakhino Bhavan. It came down through parampara. Original source of knowledge is the Vedas. There are no branches of knowledge, either mundane or transcendental, who do not belong to the original text of the Vedas. Yeah, see, even mundane or transcendental, everything, physics, chemistry, biology, everything is there in Vedas. Everything, mathematics, everything is there in the Vedas. They have simply been developed into different branches, but actually, originally, everything is there from in Vedas only. They extracted all those things and made into different things. Everything came from Vedas. So that's therefore, no one can therefore claim independent knowledge beyond the Vedas. Important. So now, Vyasdev's mercy, how he compiled the Vedas in 24, text 24. त एव वेदा दुर्मेधे धार्यन्ते पुरुषेर्यथा एवं चकार भगवान व्यास कृपणवत्सलः. Thus, the great sage Vyasdeva, who is very kind to the ignorant masses, edited the Vedas so that might be assimilated by less intellectual men. Edited the Vedas in such a way, very kind uh, to the ignorant masses. Mm. The Veda is one, and the reasons for its divisions in many parts are explained here. The seed of all knowledge, or the Veda, is not a subject matter which can easily be understood by any ordinary man. That is the structure that no one should try to learn the Vedas who is not a qualified Brahmana. That is a stricture. That stricture means a notion, a common culture. This stricture has been wrongly interpreted in so many ways. A class of men who claim Brahmanical qualification uh, simply by their birthright in the family of a Brahmana claim that the study of the Vedas is a monopoly of the Brahmana caste only. Another section of the people take this as an injustice to other castes who do not happen to take birth in the Brahmana family. But both of them are misguided. Both of them are misguided. So how Vyasdev did it? It for That's why Vyasdev did it mercifully for less intelligent people, those who are not born in Brahmana family. Also for them, okay, he compiled them easily. But one thing is that one need to come to mood of goodness to understand the Vedas. Persons who are in the mood of patience and are ignorance are unable to understand subject matter of Vedas. This Vedic Shastra studies being in ignorant state and passionate state, we cannot understand. So yeah, we have classes, Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vaibhava, when the devotees are doing from different places. Sometimes when we like, some devotees, oh, it's difficult to understand in Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. Oh, things are going over the head. We are not able to memorize and remember. Actually, our whole lifestyle is filled with lots of passionate and ignorant activities. What we do, specifically in the cities, life is going on in that everything, technology and other things in life. So it requires mood of goodness to sit peacefully and read, understand. Satya Yuga, everyone was situated in the mood of goodness and gradually declined. So now in text 25, how Vyasdev mercifully compiled Mahabharat for all. Stri Shudra Dvija Bandhunam Trayina Shruti Gochara Karma Shreyasi Mudhanam Shreya Evam Bhavediha Iti Bharatamakyanam Kripaya Munina Kritam. One out of compassion, the great sage thought it wise that this would enable man to achieve the ultimate goal of life. Thus, he compiled the great historical narration called the Mahabharata for women, lovers, and friends of the twice born. The friends of the twice born families are those who are born in the families of Brahmana, Kshatriyas, and Vaishyas, or the spiritually cultured families, but they themselves are not equally to their forefathers. Such descendants are not recognized as such for want of purificatory achievements. For all, he wrote, for Dvijabandhus and all, yeah, activities, Garbhatan Samskara, one who has not undergone such Garbhatan Samskara, spiritual family planning is not accepted as being of an actual twice born family. The Garbhadan Samskar, purificatory process out of which the sacred thread ceremony is one. This is performed at the time of spiritual initiation. After this particular samskara, one is rightly called twice born. One birth is calculated during the seed giving samskara, and the second birth is calculated at the time of spiritual initiation. One who has Being able to undergo such important samskaras can be called a bona fide twice born. Hmm. These Dvijabandhus are certainly not as intelligent as the children of regular twice born families. Yeah, about Dvijabandhus. The purpose of Mahabharata is to administer the purpose of the Vedas, and therefore within the Mahabharata, the summary of Veda or Bhagavad Gita is placed. So intelligently, Vyasdev placed Bhagavad Gita inside Mahabharata, so that nobody can say that okay, yeah, we cannot read Gita. No, anyone can read Mahabharata and Gita. Mm. Gita is the essence of all Vedic knowledge, and it is the first book of spiritual values, Upanishads. Okay. So that's the point Prabhupada describes here also. Purpose of Mahabharat, Vijabandhu, and then Bhagavad Gita, and what is spiritual graduate, they study Vedanta Darshan, Vedanta Sutra. But the graduation level, when they come graduate, they engage themselves in the service of the Lord. Mm. Only the postgraduate spiritual student can enter into the spiritual or devotional service to the Lord. It's a great science. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu propagated it. Okay, so now to text from text 26, compassion of Vyasdev we saw here. From 26, we see Vyasdev dissatisfaction and contemplation. Hmm. So we'll study that. Few verses remaining. Vyasdev's dissatisfaction and contemplation. एवं प्रवृत्तस्य सदा भूतानां श्रेयसी द्विजाः सर्वात्मकेनापि यदा नातुष्यद् हृदयं ततः. A twice born Brahmanas, still his mind was not satisfied, although he engaged himself in working for the total welfare of people. Still his mind is not satisfied. Whose mind? Vyasadeva's mind. After doing all these things, compiling Vedas, Puranas, and all these things, why is not satisfied? It will be revealed soon. Okay, it was not satisfied. He was not satisfied, and we will see in the next chapter why. Now he started contemplation of Vyasadeva. Text 27. नाति प्रसीद हृदयः सरस्वत्यास्तटे शुचौ वितर्कयन् विविक्तस्त idam chovacha dharmavit. Thus the sage, being dissatisfied at heart, at once began to reflect, because he knew the essence of religion, and he said within himself. What did he say within himself? He started to say within himself. So he was not happy, he was not fulfilled at heart. Text 28-29. Dhritabratena hi maya छंदांसि गुणवोग्नयः मानिता निर्व्यलीकेन गृहीतं चानुशासनं भारत व्यापदेशेन याम्नायार्थश्च प्रदर्शितः दृश्यते यत्र धर्मादि स्त्रीशूद्रादिभिरप्युता. I have under strict disciplinary vows unpretentiously worshipped the Vedas, the spiritual master and the altar of sacrifice. I have also abided by the rulings and have shown the import of this succession. Though the explanation of the Mahabharata, by which even women, Shudras and others, friend of a twice born, like Vijabandhus, can see the path of religion. I have done all these things. Abide by the rulings of Shastra and all. So he has done lots of things. Without austerity and without following the order of spiritual master, none can get Vedic realization. So no one can understand import of Vedas without having undergone strict disciplinary vow and disciplic succession and all. So Vyasdev went through all of them and he compiled Mahabharata Purana. Still he could not get satisfied. So his efforts we could see, his efforts of Vyasdeva 28-29 underwent strict disciplinary vows, unpretentiously, nirvyali can outship the Vedas and gurus and sacrifice, abided by the rules, exhibited the importance of the four things. Now his dissatisfaction, still dissatisfied. तथापि वतमे दह्यो ह्यात्मा चैवात्मना भिभुः असंपन्न इवा भाति ब्रह्मवर्चस्य सत्यमा. I'm feeling incomplete, though I myself am fully equipped with everything required by the Vedas. I am feeling incomplete. Undoubtedly, Vyasdev was complete in all the details of Vedic achievements. Purification of the living being submerged in matter is made possible by the prescribed activities in Vedas. Uh, he said that I'm feeling incomplete still. Fully equipped with everything in required by the Veda. Everything he did, still incomplete. Now his reason, possible reason for why he is dissatisfied. किं वा भागवता धर्मान प्रायेण निरूपिताः प्रियः परमहंसानां त एव ह्याच्युतो प्रियः. This may be because I did not specifically point out the devotional service of the Lord, which is dear both to perfect beings and the infallible Lord. So he's saying that this dissatisfaction which was being felt by Srila Vyasadeva is expressed herein in his own words. Unless one is fixed in normal condition of service, neither the Lord nor the living being can become full satisfied. Okay. Now, in text 32-33, last two verses, Narad Vidurs Vyasadev. Here comes Narad Muni. तस्यैवं खिलमात्मानं मन्यमानस्य खिद्यतः कृष्णस्य नारदोऽभ्यागादाश्रमं प्रागुदारितम्. So Narad Muni could understand and he came there. So as mentioned before, Narad reached to the cottage of Krishna Dvaipayana Vyasa on the bank of the Saraswati just as he was regretting his defects. So Narad Muni came there. So what was the main cause, main reason? Is that it's not due to lack of knowledge. Bhagavad Dharma is purely devotional, and which the monist impersonalist has no access. Okay. The inspiration was infused by Sri Krishna directly in the heart of Vyasdev, and thus he felt the bhakti, as explained above. It is definitely expressed here with that without transcendental loving service of the Lord, everything is void. So Vyasdev did everything, but he did not emphasize on the transcendental activities of the Lord. He still felt dissatisfaction because in none of his works were the transcendental activities of the Lord properly explained. So that was the main cause. That's the main reason. Without bhakti, everything is dull and void. Without bhakti, karma, gyan, everything is zero. But without karma, gyan, everything, bhakti is still full. See, everything is void. Important statement. Without bhakti, everything is like karma gyan and all these are void. But without karma gyan and other things, bhakti is still tangible and without any separate attempt at fruitive work or empiric philosophical speculation and all. So now last verse, which says how Vyasdev welcome Narad Muni. तमभिज्ञाय सहसा प्रत्युत्थ्यायागतं मुनिः पूजयामास विधिवन् नारदं सुरपूजितम्. At the auspicious arrival of Narada, Sri Vyasdev got up respectfully and worshipped him, giving him veneration equal to that given to Brahmaji, the creator. Vidhi means Brahma, the first creature living being. He is the original student as well as professor of the Vedas. He learned it from Sri Krishna and taught Narada first. So Narada is the second Acharya in the line of spiritual disciplic succession. He is representative of Brahma and therefore he is respected exactly like Brahma, the father of all vidhis, regulations. Similarly, all other successive disciples in the chain are also equally respected as representatives of the original spiritual master. Okay. So thus end the Bhakti Vedanta purport of the first canto, fourth chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled Appearance of Sri Narada. Next, start Narada's instructions on Srimad Bhagavatam for Vyasdev. Continues this episode. We will study that next. Hare Krishna.